everyone, welcome to today's game of Dice and Dynamics. I am your DM, friend, lover, and the frontman for a growing rock band which is slowly losing its identity due to selling their soul to their mascot, who has entered into a devil's contract with them and is puppeteering their personal lives, bleeding out into the soullessness of their music that is not a thinly veiled metaphor for the normalization of music as a whole. Joining here with me today are my bandmates who are stuck in this endless charade: Jason, Mark, Sam, and Muty, the keyboard drummer who has had a rocky relationship with the band and left early, but is coming back to give us one last chance at hope. Where we
So
last
which member
left
of Nickelback am I?
we're all Chad Kroger in this.
I was really struggling to figure out what bands you were referring to through all that, if there even was
No
one.
band. This is our band. I'm original. Anyways, where we last left the party off is they had ventured out to recover the last few cubes they needed to exit Omu safely. They discovered that they were lacking one, and over the course of their adventure discovered that the last cube is in the possession of the hags and the masked man that they had seen in visions and so on and so forth before. Is there any additional information that I'm missing? Or anything relevant that we should bring up?
I don't think so.
I think we're okay. You alright, Fish?
Yeah.
Okay. But
Just had to double check
I
something.
can't think of anything else.
Oh, and Kawashak performed a level 5 enchantment spell on his baby mama, thereby ruining his relationship with her, but getting the group the cubes that they needed, including a giant opal that the party is sort of just holding on to.
It's the Navel of the Moon, right?
As far as you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a safe guess. The party finds themselves just a little bit before the afternoon, having slept through most of the morning and only waking up at noon due to the sound sort of lingering out and filtering through the court of Rosnasi. It seems that preparations are being put in place for some kind of meal or other thing. There's a lot of figures sort of bustling about, and you can see that the bulk of the organization has fallen to Huitzilan and Kuatlake. Nimira is a little bit more distant. Kuali is in lessons again with Orvex. Orvex, however, is in chains, and Rosnasi is present but not actively focused or participating in anything that's going on. He seems to be deep in thought.
Did we know if there was supposed to be some sort of event today?
If there was, I was not aware of it.
Well, I think that it's going to take more than one night at least. And we have to stay stationary, which means... And I have to be able to see the stars, but I can climb a tree or something.
We don't necessarily have to stay at this location. Yes, that is fair. But if we feel we've outstayed our welcome, we can always move out into said jungle and secure a camping spot. That wouldn't be too difficult. It would just take me a day.
And we don't know,
So in the past as well.
and we don't know how far it is to Omu.
That too. Yeah,
We have a vague idea based on the
yes.
location of the cubes.
Yeah, a vague
And
notion.
and we determined that the peaks of Peaks of Flame?
Peak- Um,
There and Omu is somewhere in between the sort of two highest peaks, or like the
yes, it was in a deep valley.
well well once evening comes, I can get up there and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get that all started.
yeah. In the meantime,
In the meantime, in between
what
time.
what is the plan for the rest of the day?
Um,
Would we
I
even be
can't
able to
think
get
of
them?
anything off the top of my head necessarily. Um, I mean, we have enough rations, theoretically. And the Peaks of Flame isn't necessarily that far away from where we're going, from where we theoretically are based on the map. But we'll see. Mhm. Um, mhm. Or is there anything around? Well, I can't think of anything information wise. I mean, we could always help around the place. Uh, I'm sure. Uh, what's his face over there? He would probably appreciate some help from a cleric if he does doctor kind of things. Um, yeah, and then you're all good. Continue. True. I mean, that is fair. Oh, this could be a good chance for you to learn how to speak Abyssal, or whatever it is that Kovashak was speaking. Oh yeah, take a day, figure out the basics. It might be useful. Or see if you can't learn anything of Omuan from Orvex. I think he speaks it. Mhm. True, that is fair. And plus he's busy teaching Kawali. Yes, definitely. Uh, no. We can be unproductive for a day. You deserve a break. Duboneth, do you have any plans?
Nope. Stay out of the way, mostly.
We could always play another one of those travel games, like we did that one time. The what's it called? Never Have I Ever.
Test? There we go. Can you hear me, Kate?
Yeah, we could do that. It doesn't really seem like the place.
Plus,
Given-
nothing's really changed. We kind of already know everything.
Well, yes, I'm not saying that we play Never Have I Ever. I'm saying that we just play another game, sort of the same ilk of when you don't have any ideas of what you can do while traveling, so you just sort of do word games, conversation games. I think Fish is Googling conversation games right now.
Duvaneth will just sort of shrug her shoulders and say, honestly, I'm fine just taking the day off.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Plus, I don't know where Koshak ran off to. We kind of need him.
We're about to do some really crazy shit. I think preparing it mentally is probably the best.
Yeah. What if we just all went and fought the Hydra?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
You say that, and like the multiple heads that have been watching the group kind of cock, and more heads are turned towards the group.
Hold it. Soul needs a wisdom check.
Oh god. This is gonna end poorly. Oh no.
You would like some playtime, wouldn't you, big guy? Yes, sir. There's several heads. I'm not.
I feel like that's not the Hydra, that's the Yuanti.
No, yeah.
I feel like that's all of them looking at you.
More heads turn towards you, not just the Hydras, but several of the Yuan-Ti snap their attention to Solidago. And you see Quatlake, breaking from the monotony of directing, press her lips together and watch Solidago with pretty large amount of disdain before turning back towards what she's supposed to be doing.
The wisdom check was to see how much Soul would just like look at this thing and be like, "Oh, it's just a big dog."
Yeah, no, good
He
luck
rolled-
with that.
He rolled low. Soul is going to take the day trying to befriend it.
Oh, God.
Oh god. Low-key, the Hydra just appears at the last fight.
It's fine, we're gods.
Yeah.
Never ends well.
Your 10th level, hardly.
Demigods.
Okay. So this does not count as a rest day, as it's only half. But Duvaneth is minding her business. Jet is...
Probably just relaxing.
Alright, relaxing. And Solidago is...
Relaxing, but also trying to befriend the big Hydra, but also can probably be persuaded not to mess with the gigantic ass Hydra.
Oh, a grown-ass man. You do you,
Dude,
boo-boo.
Duvaneth's just like, no, stop.
In that case,
Alright,
the spell tries to befriend the Hydra.
Okay, give me a animal handling check.
Oh, I want nothing more for this than for this to go well. Come on. 15.
With a 0 modifier.
Alright.
Oh my.
As you're sort of manipulating around, trying to get your trying to get the Hydra to warm up to you, displaying non-aggressive behaviors, trying to get close to it, it very gently takes your head in one of its mouth, closing its teeth around your neck, and just kind of holds you there. Very gently, not breaking any skin, not breaking into any scales, but squeezes just enough to let you know that it could render your head off in one square bite. And let's go, giving you a friendly shove in the chest, and that's about as far as you get.
He'll
It
take
seems
it.
that the Hydra has been well trained against being warmed up to by non-Yuan-Ti.
Yeah. That's fair. He'll take it. He looks proud of himself. Duvanos just looks over and there's just soul with head in Hydra's mouth. Like, I made a promise to your daughter, please.
Duvaneth, you spend the day unimpeded. A little bit towards the day, a few Yuan-Ti are very clearly interested in you in one aspect or another. Some are curious, some are like, hey lady, what's up? But none of them make a move on you. And about a little bit after the sun has started to rest for the day, Kuatlake will send Mistli over to sit near you, the Kamatlin acting as another lay of deterrent.
She'll take time during the day to basically in her book or her notes or on a piece of parchment or whatever, just write a list of names, just like every single name she can think of, and just put a colon next to it.
Okay.
She's creating a list.
I don't trust you like that.
She's trying to stir up some
Jet.
shit.
No, something's going down. Jet. You become a... People ignore you so bad, you're more of a moving statue that can walk and talk if, say, you were in a place full of statues that could walk or talk. Like, you were treated as a part of the background scenery. The Yuan-Ti don't bother you, but they don't try to talk to you whatsoever. There are several points where you kind of accidentally wander into less than welcoming conversations, but they never go south because they just don't acknowledge you. You're not treated worse than Orvex, you're just not treated at all. The day's relaxing.
Every once in a while, Jet's like, this is very different from the rest of Chult. That's about it.
Kawashak, are you here?
You're muted. Yes, but no? I guess they're not fully here yet.
Hello?
Hey!
Yes.
What's up?
The group has decided to take the half day that they have because they woke up just before the afternoon to relax and do whatever. What is Kowashok doing for the day?
He is definitely spending time with Quali. Beyond that, he seems to be trying to not insert himself back into the hierarchy just yet. He's more observing how people are interacting now, how they view him, things like that.
All right. So, as opposed to Jet, who spent the entire day being a part of the scenery, Koshak is at the forefront of every interaction. Wherever he comes in, people adjust themselves and sort of reflect themselves around how they want Koshak to feel about them. He's become sort of a linchpin in something stirring within the court. Quatlake is the most open and welcoming to him, almost a little bit needy, relying on Kowashok to back up commands or orders she gives, and just sort of lingering in his personal space. Huitzilan and the nightmare speaker, Akatsili, seem to be on the opposite side. While they're very forwardly warm and welcome, they don't interpret Koshak's words or his actions as gently as some might. There's definitely a thinly veiled animosity they feel for him, and there's definitely machinations being put in place to keep him at the bottom of the hierarchy. Rosnacy is no longer factoring into the hierarchy. His favoritism or his aptitude for Witchy-Wanty is not applying at all to who gives orders and who listens to them. Namira avoids you the entire day.
Okay.
Quali is getting English lessons, or, grammar lessons, so on and so forth, and he's being taught as much Chulten as Orvex can without the use of books or more proper teaching tools.
Kowashak is very proud of his son.
He's so smart.
He will also tell Orvex about Amira's plan on using him to escape the situation that she's in.
Orvex will admit that he saw that coming. He's not exactly new to the concept of being used to escape a situation.
Ah, man.
And who'll thank Kowashak for coming forward and telling him about it, and then offer his condolences. Namira had told him what he had done to her, and he was like, basically offering sympathy that Kowashak had to be pushed to that position.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I end my turn.
All right. The night comes, and it happens like this. It's bright, and it's warm, and then it's dark. And it's a type of dark that none of you have quite reached, even in the various overcrowded parts of the jungle that you've been in. This is like ultra dark, a sort of blackness that is more of a visible, like a material object rather than a concept or a inhibitor. It's advanced darkness. Nothing foretelling or ominous. It's just a very dark night. Orvex will let the party know that it just means that it's a new moon, and that it's just, the lunar cycle starting over again.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I have to see the sky, so I think I'm going to have to climb a tree in the dark. Fortunately, I can see okay, but still.
Did you want a light to get just at least see, clearer?
Yes.
Sure. And can I borrow somebody's rope?
Yes, of course. So we'll give her his rope.
Okay.
Where do you want the light?
And I need the
Would you like
sextant.
someone to come up with you? Yes. One moment. So we'll take the sextant and find a cord somewhere, and we'll tie the cord to the sextant in a place where it won't get in the way, and we'll hand it very carefully to Devoneth and say, please, attach this somewhere.
She'll tie it off to her belt.
Thank you. Please be careful with it.
I will. And she will go ahead and take her time and climb up the tree.
I'll cast
All right,
light.
there are a lot of trees. There's an endless amount of trees. You're in the jungle. There's a lot more than a tree. What tree do you climb up? Tell me about it.
She would look. Sure. She would look for a tree that can. It looks like it's not dead, sturdy enough for her to be able to climb up, as well as have a decent sort of ladder of sort of branches in the underbrush for her to actually be able to snake her way up through the branches to the top. Yeah, and I think that just about covers her requirements.
What sets this tree apart from the others besides the convenient footholds and practicality?
What's that?
What makes this tree unique and nothing that serves a purpose for Devoneth?
I don't know. It has sort of a on one side. I will say it has the tree did not grow circular. It has an indent in it, and then water that had struck the trunk sort of came down and almost funneled through this little indent, and there's a portion of the sort of topsoil, ground dirt and all that on one side that's sort of been washed away. You can see the tangle of the roots, and she'll use that to sort of step up.
I said no use for Devoneth, but I will let that slide.
Yeah.
All right. Going at a slow pace and taking your time, you climb up the height of the tree. And is Devoneth scared of heights? Is there ever at any point when she's climbing the tree that she realizes how far off the ground she is? And we're talking heights that rival Five Finger, Pierce a Ball. It's tall.
Yeah, no, she doesn't have a fear of heights, and any sort of fear of heights, whatever little thoughts and things like that may sort of make their way in, I would say would actually get mitigated by that inky black darkness, because even if she looks down, she can't actually see how high she even is. But also we're talking about the person who rushed the edge of Firefinger to, shoot an arrow. So I don't think the height phases her that much. But even if it did, she would look down and sort of just, it's negligible.
All right. As Divanith steps onto the light branches that make the thick canopy of the jungle, stepping across this big giant tree that has been around for possibly hundreds, if not thousands of years, there's life teeming all around that layer of canopy. She can see endless eyes that are reflecting light staring back at her, and there's water still kind of dripping down the leaves and everything from the last time it rained. And when she kind of pushes the leaves apart and looks out against the sky, there are almost no clouds in sight, and it's this inky, swirling mass of glitter, and every star is visible and popping out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a paintbrush of color just sort of splattered out across it, and it's very, very beautiful.
Okay. She will take a second to just. All right. And she will take out one of her daggers and will sort of mark the tree on the branch that she stopped at. Either chipping off like a large piece of bark where she could identify what branch exactly it was that she's standing on. She's going to then spin back around and face the field of stars. Like brace herself the best she can. Even potentially if she needs to, going so far as to lash herself to the tree with the rope. And then will utilize the sextant to sort of find the direction of the peaks of flame, will pick a location to dead reckon off of, and then will begin utilizing the sextant and its degree measurements to major stars that are above the peaks of flame, mark on which degrees they fall on the sextant. And she will just go down her little list that she spent the day compiling, giving each star a name and a degree reading.
All right. You come across... give me a survival check. With advantage due to it being a new moon and having the sextant.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
Oh shit.
Very nice. You come across 6 distinct constellations.
Okie dokie. Okay. Well, then with that, once that is done, she will safely store this sextant away, will tie off the end of the rope to the branch, and then will make her way down. Now utilizing the rope as well. Actually, it's 50 feet, so it probably doesn't even reach, does it? Okay. Then she will take the rope.
Not even
with
a
her.
little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Then I will just count it as safety equipment for when she's up there fucking around with sextants and stuff. So she will climb back down.
All right. With the first night rather successful, the group finds themselves joined in at night, and activity is thriving in camp as the Yuan-Ti are trying to adjust themselves for a nocturnal cycle again. While Duvanoth was gone and the group was sort of mingling to themselves quietly, a human with the shaved head had come in with news for Rosnasi and left dead because he got killed by Rosnasi.
Oh, shit.
But
Hey guys, did I
you
miss
want to sort
anything?
So it looks like he just watched someone die.
Soul, you look like you've seen a ghost.
Yeah, there's a. He like points at like where there's just like a big spatter of blood on the ground.
Kojak has the energetic equivalent of a teenager looking at their phone during a family reunion.
Same shit as always.
All right. Well,
So that just happened.
cool.
The first night comes and goes. Well, what is everyone doing during the second day, except for Javanath, who is using her day to do.
Hydra. Hydra.
The Hydra is not going to interact with you anymore.
What did Soul do to the Hydra?
He tried to make friends with it, and he did a good job. He did okay.
Well, told you it basically told you it's tolerating you, but that's it. I don't think you can
It
do
gave him a
farther.
little friendly shove. He was proud of that. Soul rolled a 4 on how to feel about it, and so now he's just sort of like, it's a big dog.
Imagine looking at a giant ass Hydra and thinking, that's a big dog.
He
just a
rolled a
puppy.
15 animal handling, and the Hydra put his head in one of its mouths
Oh my god.
gave him a gentle love squeeze.
Soul
Bless.
feels loved.
You got what you wanted, now go away.
Alright.
Small, leave me alone. How big is your heart?
Jet, what are you doing for the day?
So since people basically just left Jet alone for the most part, were they speaking his common, or were they speaking like the language he didn't understand?
And they are speaking a mix of common, abyssal, draconic, tending to favor draconic and abyssal when they don't want people to overhear them.
Damn it. Okay. So if he can distinguish that they keep switching between like 2 to 3 different languages, it's not gonna really. Jet will probably just take the time to just start writing down everything that's happened since he came to Chult.
Alright, you're going to kind of sit to yourself and write?
Yeah, for the most part. Like bullet note kind of things, and provide minor details for later to describe more vividly, but yeah. Everything that's happened since him and Devana showed up.
With, everyone ignoring you, there's one exception that day, and it's Kuatlake, who around 11 a.m. decides that you're her new best friend and sits down 5 feet away from you and tells you everything about her day. She doesn't care if you listen or not, and she definitely doesn't interact with you, but she is talking to you.
So I'm like the wall that someone talks to, essentially.
Yes.
Jet's gonna...
You're the confessional booth.
So after 2 times of Jet trying to reply and realizing it's not working, he's going to just go to his writing, and when he hears a slight pause, he's going to nod his head with a politely, but continue writing.
All right. So the doggo, with the Hydra giving you another firm warning that it's tolerating you and giving obvious body signals that it doesn't want to be bothered, is there anything else you do with your day?
All right. If he's been banned from Hydra time, he would.
God.
What's Rasmussen up to?
Uh, what is our little boy up to? He is not doing well. Are you going to... Are you like... Sorry. Is this a passive question or something you're actively looking to answer, if that makes sense?
Actively looking to answer. What Soul would be going and to him and basically asking, "Hey, so I'm sure you have some stories."
As you approach Rosnasi, you find him unwrapping his old bandages and putting on new ones, and you can recognize boils and blisters sort of dotting over his skin, and he's in vast amounts of pain. Sweat is sort of like drenching the bandages on his face, and he's shaking, both out of the pain and nausea and a little bit of like cold shivers. Um, he'd be willing to tell you if you are willing to listen.
Yeah. Soul sort of like watches Rasmussen as he changes his bandages and says, "I would offer you help, but I'm sure I would only make it worse."
Rasmussen will look up at you and sort of evaluate you again, and to kind of jerk his head at a pot stuffed just behind a wall, and who, struggling through the words, ask you to get a pot of water boiling so he can sanitize his bandages.
He'll do so.
And
No, go ahead.
as you're getting the water boiling, Rasmussen tells you that when Uteo had sent the Coatls to receive immigrants from Maztica, he had been on one of the last canoes to hit the ground, and that he had been born with what people had come to call leprosy, and that he had journeyed to help deliver his family and had been eventually the only one to survive the journey, not only across the water, but across the jungle, coming all the way to the peaks of flame and receiving the blessing from Upteo that, healed him. And who talk at length about what being hugged by somebody for the first time felt like. And he speaks in a very direct and matter-of-fact voice, save for the times when it begins to break, and you can sort of catch the knob in his throat rise and bob and so on and so forth. But yeah, he tells you that story, and he seems grateful that somebody was there to hear it.
Soul listens and nods along and doesn't say much except to ask clarifying questions.
As annoyed as Rasmussen gets at some points, he seems relieved that somebody's asking questions. He seems very fond of curiosity. Koshak,
Yeah.
how do you spend the day?
I would say that today, Koshak, other than, attending a little bit of Kuali's lesson, does his best to, clean up the area that they live in. Just, make it look nice and things like that. Turn a house into a home, if you will.
Anything specific that you do? You don't have a lot of materials available to you, but with your influence, you could scrounge one or two luxury items like extra fabric or even a rug somebody had taken with them.
So, when we arrived, was it very obvious that there was an area that was just for leisure?
For sure, a sort of alcove in the trees where people lounged for the benefit of being pretty.
um, then he would take his druid powers and basically make the cove, the outside of the cove, the entrance to it, decorated in different kinds of lush greenery and flowers. And when it comes to luxury items, he would have asked if anybody would be willing to give up extra fabric to make like a drapery for the entrance. Make it just like a big deal. So that way, when they look over at the alcove, the drapery kind of surrounds the person. And so you have no choice but to look at them.
Kawalake is willing but doesn't have fabric. Hutsilan has fabric but isn't willing.
Hmm. Well, then he'll just narrow his eyes at Huitzilon and continue weed pulling and making flowers bloom.
At the end of the night, as people are beginning to wind down and relax, your efforts have gone noticed. And Quetzali, the nightmare speaker, even brings it up a little bit in a sort of offhanded way, saying that whoever did it is very talented.
Yeah, makes Kojak smile a little wryly, but he doesn't say anything.
Right, the night comes again. Duvaneth, you climb the tree.
Yep.
Alright. You break out into the canopy again. Your scar on the tree has been left undeterred, but you can see that there are a few scratch marks and signs of disturbances. A few animals have been perching there, are investigating the new scent.
Okay.
The sky isn't as clear as it was before, so give me a normal roll. A normal survival roll as you again look out
12.
against everything. Awesome.
Is she too far away for me to give her an inspiration?
Yes.
They have one left.
I mean, you can, like, it's not a...
It's not
you're
a
too far away to...
it's not
What?
a bardic. It's not a bardic inspiration.
Yeah, and it's not like a help action or anything, so I mean, yeah, you can give an
Oh, okay.
inspiration.
Then inspiration. That's my
26.
one. Holy shit. Well,
Alright, looking
Much
out
better.
at the vast, endless sky, the stars have changed positions. And it's almost an entirely different sky than you've recognized before. And you quickly notice 3 constellations. One of them contains 4 stars. One of them contains 6 stars, and the other contains 3, and then a particularly bright star in the middle of it.
All right. She will go ahead and take down the degree readings on those 13 stars or 14. Is the really bright one part of the constellation, or just like?
It is. And
Okay.
as you're taking the degrees down, you notice that the constellation with 4 stars is at the same exact degree as one of the 4 stars you have listed down, or one of the 4 constellations you have listed down.
Okay, so those remain the same, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Cool, but the extra bright star is throwing me off, because the constellation we're looking for has an extra bright star, right? If I remember correctly. Either way, she will descend the tree.
All right. You descend the tree. The camp is quiet.
Okay. If anybody is up and about, she'll just sort of say aloud to no one in particular. All right, I've got it down to 3. One of them hasn't moved since last night, and the other one has a very bright star.
Well, the rule of thumb is that it does not move at all. So maybe one more night of observation?
I'm hoping that'll do it, and then we should be good to go.
Sounds good.
Knowing that it was the peaks of flame really helped.
Yes, I'm sure.
And she will offer the sextant back.
Thank you. He polishes it.
All right. The next day passes without much incident. It seems to be a casual and relaxed day. For whatever reason, everyone seems capable of putting aside their pettiness or whatever eternal drama is going on to just sort of exist in a shared space. Some even talk to Jet. And by talk to Jet, they look at Jet and say, "Hello, Jet," and then keep going with their business. But they do acknowledge him. The Hydra tries to share its meal with Solidago. However, his meal is the messenger of the night before.
Soul does that thing that like you do with kids when they hand you the plastic food of like pretending to eat it, like clearly like several inches away from his face, like delicious, thank you, and like we'll give it like a tentative pat.
It will not be touched.
Yeah, that's fair.
Awesome. After pretending to eat a man's foot bones, the Hydra seems receptive to sharing its space with you, but just about that.
He'll take it. He'll also go and visit Rosnacy again.
Rosnacy holds you captive and tells you a story about the time that he met the original Missionary and Shigakuri and kept trying to impose himself into the relationship and kept getting denied. He talked at length about how short Shigakuri was and how that was really surprising. He's like, yeah, he was maybe just about Jet's height, maybe a little bit shorter. I mean, the queen was taller than him, and it just really throws me off. And all of the statues and art, he's... What?
We respect the short king.
Well, the thing is that he never became king. That's an important part of the story.
No,
and
the
traditional set.
It's Sword Coast slang for like a short guy with like the confidence of like a guy that's like 7 feet tall.
How short do people get on the Sword Coast?
I don't know. There's so many different species. Like it's hard to. I mean, I guess 5'6" is like the average for like humans.
Oh, then I was taller than average. In my time before I grew the snake body, I was 5'8". Was I a short king?
I don't know. You're all short to me.
Rajnasi will dismiss you shortly after that, having taken a physical blow to his pride.
You didn't
Koshak.
validate his short king status.
Koshak, you're invited to sit in on another lesson with Kuali and Orvex. Orvex wants you to give a little bit of a nature lesson to Kuali, and to make it comforting. He'll kind of tell you in between hushed whispers that Kuali has been having nightmares about the jungle rising up and choking him in his sleep, and Kuali has a very imaginative nightmares.
God.
That
Oh, he's probably going to be a
Um.
nightmare speaker when he grows up. Oh, baby.
Oh, little baby growing up to be a nightmare speaker. Look at him go.
Good for him. He's gonna
have a hell of a time.
It's like finding out your kid like enjoys medical stuff and then grows up to be Hannibal Lecter. It's like,
Oh,
oh,
God.
you're gonna be a doctor.
My little baby off
Not
to
like
my
that.
little baby off to traumatize people.
But for the nature lesson, he would focus on things that Koali can control. Like Koali can control what kind of you can words.
God, I know,
He
right?
can control like he can control smaller plants. I had a better way of thinking. But in any case, he can control how far out he goes into the jungle, and he can control, the trees he climbs, what he sees when he's in this space. And using that kind of method, Kojak would do his best to show how beautiful he thinks nature is. And the
That's
good
really
things that it
cute.
can do for people.
Kuali will say, with the blunt honesty of a 6-year-old raised in a blunt, honest living environment, will tell you that did nothing to appease his fears, but he's really glad his dad is having such a nice time with plants and stuff.
After Koali says that, Koshar would ask, well, is there anything I could do to assuage your fears?
He wants you to kill the jungle. He thinks that would stop his fears.
Well, if you go to Neverwinter, they're basically doing the same thing up there. There's barely any woods in the city, so you could go there.
Neverwinter is diagnosed with clear cutting.
God.
A lot of the Yuan-Ti are upset that you suggested going to Neverwinter. Some of them are considering pulling you aside to have a serious talk about that sort of words.
Kojak, did people forget what jokes were while I was gone? Have I been hanging out with these three too much?
Yes.
Divaneth, night comes and goes. You climb up the tree. You attach yourself to safety. You pull out the sextant. You look at the stars again. Animals are now looking at you. They are not bothering you, but they are certainly observing you. Roll me a survival check.
24.
Nice.
What the fuck?
Best fucking guide in Chult, motherfucker.
Right. The night sky again has moved, and this time, even through the sparse clouds and so on and so forth, you can see a few, not quite celestial events, but meteors sort of streak across the sky, and what seems to be a slow moving orb of light that doesn't leave a trail behind it, but just kind of goes across slowly. And it doesn't dissipate, but it does leave your view. You find the same three constellations again, and all of them have moved location except for the fourth, the constellation with 4 stars.
Okay. Cool. Fish, go ahead and roll me 4d20 and re-roll doubles.
Oh, it's the names.
Gotta get them names, bruh.
Bro, I'm terrified.
Some of the names on this list are fucking wild, so...
Oh, I'm so fucking excited for this.
I'm clearing out my dice tray for this. Okay. And I'm re-rolling doubles?
Yeah, so if you roll like 2 10s, re-roll one of the 10s.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright. Let me put it in order.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, wait. I read that wrong. Oh. Okay. 6.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
17.
I'm waiting
19.
for the oh god. Waiting for the oh god.
Nope, we got one. We got an oh god.
Okay. Duvaneth will descend the tree.
There we
Alright,
go.
you descend the tree. It is night. There's a little bit of quiet conversation. As you're peeking back into town, you hear rustling in the jungle, and Namira is hiding near the entrance. Not hiding, but like loitering.
Duvaneth will walk right by her and say, "Hey, Namira," and then go in.
Alright. You walk in unimpeded.
She will go and find the party.
The party is in various states of whatever the party is doing. What is the party doing? It is in the early AMs.
Soul is sleeping.
If it's not in the middle of the night, Jet's probably still writing.
Alright.
Okay. Soul, wake up. She'll like kick his boot.
I'm up.
Okay, so. Took me 3 nights, but I found it. Also, do you guys think that there's like life on other planets?
I
did. What?
Never mind. So, anyways, I do past 3 nights. I've done a lot of staring at the sky. So what I've done is I don't know the names of any of the stars, even the one that I do know. I don't know which star it is. So what I did was I wrote down a bunch of names and correlated each star to a name, and then placed my degree reading, and so the two stars that were sort of closest together were Artis and Shago. They were sort of right next to each other and stayed in the same place all 3 nights. And then this star that kind of made up the other side of the constellation was Azon, and then my mom's name, Gwenestri, was right in the middle. Now, with that being said, now I think I can get us to a moon.
Why would Arsis be next to Shago?
Those are well, both of them were at right about 69 degrees. So
We're children.
well, it just happens to be that I wrote them down next to each other on my list. So as I was going, through the night sky, they ended up next to each other.
Yeah, but wouldn't it make more sense for like artists to be next to, I don't know, like Koashok or something?
Oh my god. So,
Go home.
Duvon, if you can explain this, Jet's gonna go back to writing.
How I did it isn't important. Just
Yeah,
whatever.
It's just your naming practice seems a little bit odd.
Good job, Duvon.
I'm gonna go trance.
Yeah, I'm going back to bed. And like he doesn't even fall asleep. He's been asleep this entire time. Like he will wake up and you'll have no memory of this
Soul's
entire
just gonna
conversation.
forget this thing happened. He goes, "So, how did last night go?" Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Also, just you wait, fish.
For what?
Yeah,
That
sounded like a
completely out of
threat.
context.
Your excitement with the UFO. Just you wait.
Oh, yeah. I was like, come on, my conspiracy theorist party member is staring at the sky. Like, obviously, I'm gonna put in a unidentified flying object. Like,
Bless.
all right. And this is where we are going to take a break.
Oh, thank God! I've had to pee for like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
we will be right back.
With that information, we'll be right.
Ayo.
Hi everyone, welcome back to today's game of Dice and Dynamics. I am, again, the long and complicated not metaphor for the seductive cloning process of the music industry and how it, corrupts people's souls and integrity, blah blah blah, fat cats, it's all about the money, whatever. The group has just found the location of the constellation Tuwa, a signifier and the only way they know how to find the location of Bomu, a city locked behind divination magic and geophysical trigonometry that hides it from normal ways of finding locations. The party has taken itself to sleep and has been disturbed in the wee early mornings by a commotion. A group has filtered into the camp, a group that they are more than familiar with, identifying them quickly by their shaved heads and long, draped red robes that are caught on the sticks and general wetness of the jungle. Of note, they recognize Zagmira, the aforementioned leader of this specific expedition of the Thayans. And Zagmira, in one hand, has a long, thin, wicked obsidian blade, and the unconscious and bleeding body of Coatlicue in the other hand. Zagmira tosses the woman's body onto the ground and holds out the dagger threateningly towards Rosnasi. Leaving the group little chance to respond, a cacophony of violence begins to occur as several of the Yuan-Ti turn against several figures. Namira has pulled a knife out of her clothes and is starting to approach the wastrels, and figures are beginning to emerge from the jungle, blah blah blah. Everyone get ready for combat. You guys are getting attacked.
Well, way to
You're
wake up in
fighting.
the morning. Holy shit, bruh. What?
Our warning was Namira is next to the entrance. She's like loitering. That was our warning.
Oh, you got several warnings. You guys just didn't investigate it at all, which was very good. Very good. Not like
well,
in a sarcastic way.
This wasn't we didn't get long rests, right?
No,
Mm-mm.
you've only been getting short rests.
Okay.
Well, if we've only been getting short rest, am I at full health?
God, that's so many people.
Yeah.
God damn.
Hold it.
Don't
Do you
worry, most
fish-
of them are dying soon.
I was gonna say, Fish, do you love yourself?
No.
Where is my init?
Oh.
Init.
Hey, Fish, can my initiative be adjusted? I rolled a 21.
What the hell? I had to roll initiative. I hate this. There we go.
Hopefully the Hydra likes us now.
I don't actually see, like, I'm behind a wall, so I don't actually see anything yet.
Yeah. We got a lot of shit going on.
Alright, has
Jet is that. I was gonna say, Jet is that scene in Amazing Spider-Man where Stan Lee is just like doing whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah.
everyone's-
Yeah.
the idea that the bulk of you can't say anything is super funny to me, actually.
Oh,
You just
wait.
hear, like, footsteps, the Thayans, and then, like, squish, and then it's, like, combat music starts playing, and everyone's like, what?
When did this happen?
Can you guys do this at a normal hour? Please?
Why
Yeah.
do things have to be like this?
Soul wakes up in like a dead slave covered in sweat. It's like something's about to happen. Like beauty sleep.
What?
No.
All right, top of the turn order, Koshak. You, with a prime view of everything that's been going on, rapidly identify that your only allies are most likely your team, Rosmasi, and Orvex. Everybody else has full intent to kill you.
Great. Hold on. Let me. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. You know what it is, baby.
Oh no!
You know what I'm
are you
about to do.
No, you don't. Is it spike growth?
Oh, I heard that when I
Yeah.
heard that you know what I'm about to
Cut
do, I was
your
like,
barbarian, the
damn.
person that has to be close up and fighting.
Just throw stuff.
There's plenty of things to hit here.
Yeah, there is.
Bitch.
I'm a ghost.
I know it's on my sheet. I remember looking at it. Where are you?
I'm scared. What is it?
It's spike growth.
Maybe you didn't prepare it.
Nope, I did. It's right there. Found it.
Fuck.
And yeah.
Woot woot.
There it is.
Fucking broken.
Oh, shoot.
Wait, oh, that's way too big.
All right, so you're okay. Great. As you go to cast Spike Growth, letting out the verbal and somatic components, Zagmira will snap her fingers and cast
Ooh.
Counterspell.
Ooh. Mage battle.
Dang it.
Danger, Janet.
Danger, Zagmira.
Danger.
All right. Then as a bonus action, he's just going to cast Shillelagh.
Shillelagh. How did I know? God.
It's like the only bonus action a druid can do.
All right, how does your Shillelagh take form?
It's like a spiked club.
Brilliant.
Spikes and stinging nettle just start to envelop his quarterstaff.
All right.
Angry boy.
With Shillelagh prepared, are you moving at all?
No, he's gonna stay right where he is.
All right. Given that you all are ample adventurers, I'm going to safely assume you guys are pretty much on your feet, so there's no need to struggle with tents or sleeping bags. Which brings us to Suladago.
Yes. So Soul, being a good barbarian, is going to take.
Is he gonna get a little angry?
He's gonna get a little bit angry. He's gonna go ahead and rage, and he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hi, Zagmira. And he's gonna hit her a couple times
Hey, chick.
with his
Are
big
you within
sword.
range?
Yeah, Zagmira's right there. He has the speed of 40.
Oh, it shows your token like 10 feet away from her.
I'm not. I'm right next to her.
Yeah, I see it as well. You might need to refresh your browser, Fish.
Okay, again. Just give us a nice friendly second.
I'm also reloading just in case.
Okay. I assume that you, can get within range of her. All right, roll both of your attacks.
Attack. Normal. Actually, he'll go ahead and reckless this second one. Why not? Let's be spicy. Okay, so 17 and 18 to hit.
All right. And she already used her reaction. Let me double check her stats. Give me just a second. Both of those should hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Toit, and then so damage normal, and then Divine Fury on the first one. Damn it. Normal. Okay, so 7, 14, 20 points of damage total.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And anything else I can do? Let me make sure I mark my rage. I'm out of rages. No, I think I must have more than that. Hold it. So I only have 2, but that's not right. And then, yep, that's everything for right now.
Alright, yeah, both of those will hit, and you do a decent chunk of damage to Zagmira, the, divineness of your strikes, hitting true.
Mhm.
Did a good chunk of damage. Is that your turn?
Yep, that'll be it.
Alright. Never one to stay out of a fight. Rosnasi is quick to move. Flexing out his bracers, shields erupt from the bottom of the earth and begin to circle threateningly around him. And he is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, going to move up and sort of just hold his position there. His arms at the ready. He hasn't drawn a spell book, a spell focus, or even a weapon yet. He just seems to be studying the field. And this mage is going to start putting himself into position, and he's going to take a second, fanning out a spell book and start to mutter an incantation, targeting Solidago.
Valid.
Or if X does something.
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
This spellcaster is going to get some distance from Solidago and is
Hold it.
going to cast.
It was right here, right? He was right here.
No, he was right here.
Okay, cool. I missed that. If so, take
don't
it.
worry, I would have called out a tech.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Just want to double check. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Zagmira is genuinely frightened of Solidago. Going to hit him. She's going to sort of muttering a strange incantation, going to dissipate in a shower of mist and reappear near one of her friends.
You can't get far enough away from me, lady. Not like that.
And she is going to start giving orders in the Thayan tongue, sort of rallying the group together. This little mage is just going to cast a spell because he's not a pussy.
Just just gotta do a sexy little spell.
He's going to target Jet with magic missile. Can you roll me a 1d4, Mark?
Of course, I roll a 4.
All right, you take 5 points of force damage as the all of the. 1 second.
I was gonna say, that doesn't sound right. Aren't you supposed to roll 3 of them?
Oh wait, yeah,
you roll.
my bad.
Yeah.
All right, you take what?
People do their own rules for it. It's weird. It's like one of the one spells that's like that.
9 force damage.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Quatlake near your feet, Solidago is going to let out a shuddering gasp of breath.
A good way or a bad way?
Uh,
Uh-oh.
I mean, she's breathing.
Okay.
Okay, it's Namira. She is going to get herself in position. And she's likewise going to cast Misty Step to get closer to Solidago. And then that will be her turn. Just a lot of positioning.
Mm-hmm.
The Hydra is minding its business.
Good for her.
Jet, it's your turn.
Alright, which one hit me with a spell?
The one right
Oh, this
here.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Oh, he saw me around the Hydra? Bastard.
Yes.
Okay. How did my token turn? The fuck? Anyway.
I have no idea.
I don't know what I did. Oh, anyways. He's going to look at him and move over to be out of the view of the Hydra and cast a Sacred Flame on them. When they have to make a Dexterity saving throw against a DC 16.
Okay. That's a fail.
Okay, and they will take 2d8 damage.
Very nice.
Noise.
13.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
It's a good roll. Shit.
The flames sort of erupt at the feet of this fascist necromancer Nazi, and he kind of hops around, frustrated at how it just kind of lights up the bottom of his robes and tears away at his skin and his consciousness. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Divaneth.
right. Divanith is going to go ahead and run up next to Solidago. Oops. And as she comes around the corner, we'll then see everything and say, "Oh shit!" And then we'll sort of like knee slide up to Coatlake, and we'll take out a health potion, and we'll dump a health potion into her.
All right. Go ahead and roll it for me.
Sure. Let me. Oops. Oh, that is broken. So I will just manually roll the. 5 hit points.
All right. As you sort of first her jaw open and dump the potion of healing inside, it'll take a second, and then she'll lurch forward, coughing up an even mixture of tissue and potion of healing, and give you a wild look that you can interpret as thankful.
Cool. What is this person over here? Are they Thayan? Sorry, wait a minute. Let me actually denote this. Are they Thayan?
They are not Thayan, but they do have. They're probably around the same region that Orvex is from. They kind of have the same features.
Okay. All right. Well, I will hold what I was going to do then, and I will. Give me 2 seconds here. Probably 2 out in the open to hide, I would imagine, right?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, then I will forego my bonus action and will actually just pull one of the pistols out from the holster, swing it around and point it at Namira, and say, "You could have just ran," and I will hold that position.
All right.
Writing's not that.
Okay, I'm thinking. The thug is going to run up and is going to hit Solidago.
Valid. He has advantage.
Thank you so much for reminding me.
Of course, of course.
Okay, does, I assume 18 plus hits?
Yeah.
Okay. 16 plus 4 hits? That would be 20.
Yep.
Alright. Four plus 4 is 8, right?
Yep.
Alright, you take 8 bludgeoning damage. While the strikes are true and hit you solidly, they just kind of bounce uselessly off of your scales, more bruising you than drawing any blood. The thug looks a little bit daunted, but is getting paid more to care.
Fair enough. 71 minus 4 is 71. 71 minus 4 is a number. Fuck.
And then the thug is
Thank you.
the thug is going to kind of slide around Solidago and put himself in between Juvanith and Namira.
Divanith will just say, "I have 2 guns."
Alright, and that will be the end of the thug's turn, and turn over to Huitsilan. Huitsilan, never one to miss an opportunity to give a monologue, gives a sort of a brief speech about the futility of solving the death curse, how they have always been a cult of entropy, how the end times may be coming from a different way, but it's coming from somewhere, and who's he to say how Dendar decides to unveil her ways? And then he's gonna, try to kill people.
Get on with it.
Drawing a long, wicked sword that he had been hiding somewhere in his body, he is going to
Hate that.
advance on Koshak, definitely hunting him down first for blood or some type of vengeance. Alright, does a 15 and a 19 hit Koshak?
The 15 does not, but the 19 does.
Alright, that is good to hear. Alright, you take 4 slashing damage as the first hit just kind of scrapes along the front of your chest, and while the second hit gets you, it again, like Solidago, just more bruises you than draws blood or anything real. 4 slashing damage.
Nice, nice. Koshak just looks kind of... He's like, really? Really?
Alright, it is now Quetzali's turn. The sort of quiet nightmare speaker is going to advance on Rosnasi, and she is going to kind of hold square off against him, the two getting into a rather intense staring contest. And top of the turn order begins again. Koshak, Huitsilan is right next to you.
Ooh. Ooh. See, once again, I have like 2 different ideas of things to do. None of it's good. None of it's good. Okay. Okay. So. I hate this. I hate this a lot. Okay. I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. I'm not gonna believe myself about it. Oh no. Okay. Here we go. Koshak has Blight.
Ooh.
He has to make a DC 14 saving throw.
Okay.
Constitution.
Zagmira snaps her fingers, again trying to disrupt the spell, but that counterspell is disrupted by Rosnasi's counterspell.
Damn.
He just kind of jerks his chin and unravels the thread of magic happening. And okay, who are you targeting?
Huitzilan.
All right. And he gets advantage as he's resistant to magic.
Oh fuck! I forgot that Yanti have that.
And he fails!
Bitch.
All right. Ooh.
F's in the chat.
Roll the damage.
Allow me to hit F on the world's tiniest keyboard. How did he fail super hard or just normally fail?
He rolled a 12.
Wow.
God, Blade's fucking dirty.
I just picture, like, Kojak just looks at him and says, "Who are you to say what Dendar intends for her people?" And then just...
Then he just turns to
Bitch
dust.
slaps him. Like, knocks off his entire jaw.
As you reach out, connecting with the land and feeding on the death, decay, and reclamation just happening inches under the surface, you latch on to the life force of Huitzilan and leech it into the earth, feeding on his body like maggots. And you take half of his health away.
Jesus
He looks
Christ.
bad, decayed in front of your eyes. Is that your turn?
That's his turn!
Okay.
Kojak is 2 for 2, man.
Soladago.
Hi. Okay. Soul will sort of Mimihez still in hand. Will sort of like look over at Duvana and say like you handle these guys? I got a dance I gotta get back to, and like he points towards Zagmira.
She'll nod and she's like, I got this, and she'll draw her second gun and point one at one and one at the other.
Like the freaking scene from Full House where she's holding 2 fake guns.
Sweet. And then with his bonus action, he'll point like at Namira and say, by the way, you have a shot right there. And we'll go ahead and use Commander Strike. And we'll forgo a future attack on Zagmira in favor of giving a Duvanath a shot at Namira right now.
Sweet. Yeah, she will consume her reaction and go ahead and pull the trigger on one of those guns.
Okay. And then you add a d8 to that as well.
Okay.
Oh no.
An 18 to hit.
That hits! Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
You don't get sneak attack.
No, I don't. It's pissing me off, but whatever.
I should have moved first. I realize that, but oh well.
Plus a d8, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, plus a d8. Ah,
So,
damn.
17 total. God, if I had hit sneak on that.
Uh-huh.
God.
I should. I was thinking about moving forward, but I decided against it because Soul, as mentioned, has a date to get to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Zagmira.
Alright, and the thug catches an attack of opportunity.
Valid. He does not have advantage.
Does a... What's 6? Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
You take 5 slashing damage.
He
Bludgeoning.
takes 2 slashing damage.
Oh, so you're telling me the thug has used his reaction? Perfect.
Okay. Soul is hitting this lady.
Alright.
Attack. Normal. I meant to do Reckless. Is it too late?
I mean, it's a 19. I mean, you
Yeah,
could go
I wanna
ahead.
I want to see if
Yeah,
it.
yeah, go for it.
Okay, yeah. Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
I forgot that's how that works. Uh,
I did not realize that was going to happen. My bad.
you're good. All right, and so
Fuck.
Sorry.
I'm trying to do my attack. Damn it! 11 damage plus Divine Fury. So 15 total. How's she looking?
She looks like a stiff breeze could blow her over.
Cool. Action surge. Wait,
All
I
right.
have an action surge. Why are you lying to me? I have an action surge. I forgot to reset my short rest. Attack with advantage. A 20 and a 23 to hit.
All right, both of those hit.
Normal and normal. 8 plus 6 is 14.
All right, she dies on the first swing of your action surge.
Cool. He'll send that second one to the other dude then.
All right.
So he just flashes through her into him.
Instinctively and out of fear, who'll kind of snap his fingers, and Soldaga's blade will sort of bounce off of the force shield he summons.
Good man. And that'll be his turn.
He's crying.
I didn't sign up for this.
Good for him.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep. That's all he can do. Yeah, action surge, bonus action. Yeah, that's everything. Get fucked, Zagmira.
You've been waiting for a while to do that.
I was so hoping. Like, not. I just wanted her to die. I'm happy that Soul gets to be the one, though. Fish is missing. You don't even get a frozen face for it, too. That sucks.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oop.
Oh.
All right. I'm back. Solidago, is that your turn?
That's everything he can do.
A brief break because I have an inspiration I can give to somebody. Whoever tells me what my favorite NPC to roleplay out of the entire campaign gets it. You have one try, and it goes to whoever says the first one correctly. If that makes sense.
Joe Ball.
Jason.
I didn't even know who I was gonna say. So.
I was gonna say Quaofe.
Fuck, I was
My
gonna say
next
that
guess
too.
is Shago, so.
All right. And it is Rusnasi's turn. Give me a moment. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rusnasi sort of scoping out the battlefield, completely unperturbed by the display of aggression in front of him by the nightmare speaker, Katsali. He's going to throw his voice out to the wastrels and say, "Do you need my help?"
No, I'm good.
I want to kill this pompous asshole myself, so no thank you.
Coatlicue is okay. Oh, she froze again. Oh.
Yeah, that's why I'm offering my help.
Coatla K is Coatla OK.
Jesus.
Fuck you.
I didn't eat with
I
my
give you a-
friends.
I'll give you a negative inspiration for that. Like,
What happened?
Oh,
What?
no, it's fine. You don't need to know what I did.
They made a
What?
pun. A very bad pun.
What did they say?
Coatlicate is Coatle okay.
Coatla OK.
She's
Anyways,
Coatlocated.
Rasmussen will again throw his voice out and say, I am aware, that's why I'm offering my help.
Thank you.
Cool. I was kind of feeling like we were helping you, and you were good. It's good.
Would you like help over there?
No. Reaching into the band across his chest. I don't know why I did my. Am I still here?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're here. If you're nervous, maybe dropping video might help.
I'm narcissistic. I'll drop video if I drop again. Reaching across his chest and grabbing at the gold band that hangs around it, he'll flick it out and it will turn into a brilliant rapier that catches fire, and he advances on the nightmare speaker and
My dumbass got excited when you said the thing caught fire. I was like, oh my gosh, guys, we found the Sunblade. And I was like, that's the wrong fucking game, Beauty.
Oh god. No.
Wrong fish game. Wrong fish game.
very cute.
Campaign fish pain.
Put fish in pain.
I mean, that's what happens.
Sorry.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
there it is.
My knitting is coming along swimmingly.
All right. With three swings of the rapier, holding it with one hand, but guiding the actions with a hand on his forearm, he effortlessly swipes off one of her arms and then concusses her, flicking his free wrist and sending the shields hovering around him to sort of concuss themselves into a Quetzali repeatedly.
Should we ask him if he needs help?
I was gonna say that. I was like, I think he's good.
Yeah, he's fine.
I told you all, but no.
Fair enough.
Alright, and this little mage is going to.
Can't even see like half the battlefield.
I'm so sorry
Oh,
about
you're
your
fine. I just think
positioning.
it's hilarious. There's just like, I saw like 2 other people. Where'd all these bodies come from?
Alright. The mage sort of. Danger. Oh, shoot. Oh no. Okay.
You okay?
Brief technical difficulties. Ignore the giant spell template right there. I am
Ignoring.
taking care of it. Okay. The mage in between Suladago and a Quetzali, brandishing his spellbook, is going to cast Ice Storm, and I need Duvanis to make a So fucking stupid. I need the rogue fighter to make a dexterity saving throw
Oh well,
against a spell.
I'm not proficient in that.
Yep.
13,
Wow.
wow.
All right.
because I roll like shit.
Apparently.
Yeah, sorry, bud.
Oh wait, I just got an inspiration.
Motherfucker.
All right. I told you I roll like shit.
Oh no.
I swear, it's
Duvanith,
been this like this whole campaign.
Duvanith was meant to take
Alright.
damage today.
Frankly,
Okay. So you were taking 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 46 cold damage. I'm just gonna roll that out.
Duvanit's had it good for too long. Her evasion. Her everything.
Alright, you take 7 and 16 damage, and the area that the spell is in turns into difficult terrain, and I will now
Okay.
roll for the 3 NPCs caught in the crosshairs.
I mean, Coatlicate is probably going down again.
That's okay. I can help with that.
Okay.
Coatlicate does go down, this time apologizing profusely. It's like the mage is gathering up the spell component. She just kind of turns to Devanith, still on the ground, and say, "I'm so sorry." She's just cut off by a flood of hail. The storm seems to have done a exquisite amount of damage on the allies and has left Mira spluttering and very upset. And that will be the end of his turn. Orvex is finally going to pop out of his restraints and, having just sort of pulled the chain clasped to the shackle around his head just out of the wall, is going to make a break for it.
Hell,
Logically.
I mean, it's dumb. You're in the middle of the fucking jungle, dude, but you know.
He also knows how to survive there, though.
True. But he doesn't have any equipment except for the
Uh,
chain around his neck.
As
He's the
passing
Bear
by
Grylls.
As he's passing by the mage right there, he's going to take the shackle still on his arm and, using the momentum, swing it around the mage's throat and sort of pull him to the ground and kind of choke him out a little bit
Jesus.
and fucking kill him.
Hell yeah.
Is uniquely formulated for puppies and kittens, only at Petco.
We respect it, gang.
I have to find which fucking... Oh, there we go. Alright. That will be the end of Orvex's turn, as he's struggling to sort of get up from killing that dude. And it's this mage's turn. He looks at Solidago.
Soul looks back at him.
He's, he's going to throw out his hands, and a blast of cold air is going to jut out.
Okay.
And he's gonna sort of angle it, quickly Wait, it's a ray. 1 second. Ignore that. How is your guys' day going?
Good.
Good, good.
I was about to say not bad. But, you know, it's been a day.
Alright, the mage is going to blast out the coin, and while the gust of cold air hits Solidago straight on, it just kind of whiffs past Duvaneth by like a hair. And you can hear a sort of cascading chorus of like groans and frustrated sighs. And Sol, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
These guys don't know how to use their spells. Saving throw. Normal. 15.
And let me double check.
Still don't roll well, though.
Oh, you just pass.
Yeah.
And you take 26 damage, and that should also be halved, right?
What is this? Ice damage? Cold damage?
Probably
Yes.
not.
Then no.
That's right, I'm playing with the totem bear.
Yeah.
I'm playing one.
Yeah, none of that for me.
That is 26 cold damage.
Oh shit. So 65 minus 26. Okay. Interesting. Soul's actually looking, I say rough for him.
Okay.
She's just saying something.
Good to know.
Alright, that is the end of your turn. Zakmira is gone.
Ooh, like, not even like death saves?
No, they're gone.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. That was my next plan.
Right. And Koalage will make a death saving throw. Okay. And it is going to be Namira's turn. And okay. Sort of just moving to the side. She's going to curl out her hands and to mutter a dark incantation. And Solidago, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as you hear Namira's voice begin to wrap around your mind, sort of pulling and tugging at memories.
Saving throw, normal. Oh no. Oh no, that's a 3. Fish.
Hi. Anyways,
There's a fix
okay.
for this. We're good. There's a fix for this.
Yeah.
There is.
Fish.
Please. There's a fix for it. All right. Namira enters your mind and sort of rewraps your memories. You and Namira have become close, and in the recent days you have become something of a protector to her. And someone is threatening her. Someone is threatening her with 2 guns. Dominate person has been cast on you.
Uh-huh. Cool, good to know. Jet didn't see that, did he? He's like looking in the opposite direction.
There's a wall. I can't even see Soul. There's
And
a
a wall.
wall.
Okay, cool.
Do I see the spellcaster? But I see Namira casting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I'm gonna figure out something's wrong.
Yeah, you'll figure out.
I'm pretty sure you'll figure out something's wrong, soon. Let me just quickly look over the spell.
Something I like, I stay with it.
Oh, you have advantage on it, because you're currently in the middle of a fight. So
Oh, yes.
make another roll.
Wisdom saving throw.
Fish is just like, for the love of God, please.
14.
No! Oh, sorry.
No apologizing here. I'm looking forward to this. It's always fun switching sides for 2 seconds, even if it fucks us over.
Okay. Sorry, just double checking. It acts. Okay, it acts on your turn. Got it. All right. The Hydra is chewing its meal from the morning, which appears to be the leg bone of some meat-eating animal. Jet, how are you doing?
Good, seeing what Orvax just did. He's a little distraught. But he's going to see everything else happening. He's going to
And be
5,
distraught.
10, 15, 20. Oh my god, there's more things happening. Holy shit, how did I not know this? What the fuck?
Jet discovers things happening.
Oh my god, there's more things happening, you guys. But I did see her cast something. I can't, yeah, but I couldn't tell it was Soul, so it was either, yeah, it could have been Duvanith, it could have been Soul, so he doesn't know. Jet will do Jet. And wait, how far did I go? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll stay right here. All right. So he's going to move up one more, and he's going to concentrate. And with what he's done before is become the Avatar, and he's going to cast Spirit Guardians around himself. As you see what looks to be wind particles just going around him, covering him and encasing him in the spell. And it do be
I'm gonna get a counter spell.
That's rude. Dang it.
From who?
Y'all are fighting.
No,
mages
didn't she
now.
The
count-
mage in front of Soul.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that they weren't on the same level as Zegmira.
I mean, he just kind of colded her.
Yeah, but that's a reaction.
Soul.
Fuck. Alright, how do I delete this thing then?
I got it.
Yeah, for sure too.
Thank you. Jet will just glare at that asshole.
He's crying. He definitely whimpered out the counter spell.
Counterspell through the tears, boys.
seeing the tears, Jet's gonna be like, you fucked up anyways.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. I'm sweating. Devon,
Again,
it's you.
Okay. So first question is this a persistent damaging effect, like beginning end of turn, or has the like whirlingness that damaged me previously stopped? I think it's instantaneous, but I want to check. Just because.
Yes, it's instantaneous.
Okay, so like the effect the damage causing effect has ended, right?
Yes, but it is in that template. It is difficult terrain.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that Coatlicate didn't catch instant crits, and I was going to move her if I needed to, but I don't. All right. So with that being said, now one gun smoking in her hand, she's going to quickly holster that and look at Namira and say, "The fuck did you just say to me?" And she's gonna utilize insightful fighting. So
Okay.
she needs to make a deception check against my insight check.
That's probably actually gonna be good for her.
Is it though?
Oh my god!
Is it though?
Oh,
Because I'm about to ruin this woman's whole career.
Fucking, oh my god. I
Damn.
love Dumas so much.
I'm about to
Fucking.
and fish.
What you roll?
Oh, fish is gone.
Oh,
I don't know
shit.
what she rolled. I rolled a 28.
Okay,
She
that
rolled a
one.
Oh
Perfect.
my god! Now you know her credit card number, her social security number.
This rose quartz dice got Coyote 3 nat 20s in a row, and she, like, I use this dice for all of my, like, seductress archetypes. Namira does not roll above a 5 on this, and Coyote does not roll below a 15 with this.
The difference is Coyote is a queen, and Namira wants what Coyote has.
Fucking nat 1. So getting a bead on Namira and sort of taking her in. Namira is someone who has always profited off of someone else's hard work. She's slippery, she's conniving, and she's hell-bent on... she's aware she's gonna die, but she wants to make it hurt. You can read her like an open book.
Giovanna's like, yeah, it's gonna hurt. She's literally going to take one step forward, pull out her knife, and slash at her throat with it.
Damn.
Fuck it up, Duvane.
Get a girl.
26 to hit.
26. Well hit.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Let me blow that up. Okay, so that's 8 normal, and then
Now for the actual bit.
yeah. Oh, I don't think. Wait. Let me roll this and see if it's correct. Yeah. Okay, so that is 20 points of piercing damage.
All right. So as you approach Namira and you flip out the dagger, she can read the intent on your face, and she throws up her arms, trying to cast a shield spell, but you just invade her space just enough to cut through it and go for her throat, and you do how much damage?
20 points of damage.
Damn.
For history likes to repeat itself as you kill a seductress archetype with severe throat trauma. Just kind of going across her neck like a pig being bled. She hits the ground seconds after your attack.
God damn.
and she's like, it's always me saving the damsel in distress. She'll whip the bloody knife at the thug-looking character and just, like, brandish it. And that will end my turn.
Okay. As Namira hits the ground, Silidago, you feel the veil being drawn over you, sort of kind of unravel, like poorly knitted, like a poorly knitted scarf, and you find yourself in possession of your faculties again.
That bitch.
Duvaneth will just be like, good job, Soul, keep up the good work.
Yeah. Uh-huh. We're good. Oh, fuck. Shit. We're good.
The thug is going to look at Duvaneth and put his weapon on the ground and raise his hands and wordlessly ask for permission to leave. I'm an indentured servant, dude. I could pay off my student debt.
I couldn't pay off my student.
They said they'd forgive everything if I follow them out here. Please.
Duvaneth, in her, like, battle rage mode, will just be like, start running.
Dude's gonna die horribly in the jungle.
Yeah.
He hits the ground and he vanishes.
Gonna hit the ground running.
All right.
It didn't make sense to him to live for fun.
Huitzilan, having been drained of exactly half of his hit points, is going to look at Kurshak with a burning hate, and sort of whispering through his gnashing teeth, going to say, I hated you. I hated every inch of you. The little petty game of playing on each other's insecurities, that was real for me. I hate you.
Kojak just like it listens and say what he's gonna do, but he's Kojak just says, "Every inch you say."
Stop.
He just blushes.
You
Snake
shouldn't
flesh.
have.
Smash.
Sina.
Well.
I didn't know you noticed that far.
I didn't know you noticed me that much.
Spurred on with a now just cold, hot rage, is going to lash out at you with his scimitar. Like an old lady leaning in.
I wasn't gonna say.
Alright, does a 15 or a 9 hit?
Neither of those hit, baby.
Alright, his sword again just kind of bounces or swipes or misses, doing ineffectual damage against you. And this only feeds into Huitzilan, and he just his scales start to lift up, and he's just so angry. Poison is dripping from his fangs, and he's just, I loved her! I loved her! And he's going
buddy.
to...
Ceylon simp confirmed.
Oh. No. I can't say that on Twitch anymore. Don't say
Oh,
that.
sorry.
We call that a
Jason,
tier...
you're gonna get us banned!
We call that a tier
Can't
3
be
sub
true.
now. It's called a tier 3 sub.
Call it
Jesus.
shrimping.
Shrimping.
Shrimping ain't easy.
It is for Hitzelon.
It is for his Elon. He's got that tier 3 sub life.
There you go. Can't get banned before we become famous, guys. Come on.
Right, the Nightmare Speaker, in a last-ditch effort, is going to coalesce dark energy in between her hand. And you see her gather the image of a woman with a sort of distinctly shaped face getting crushed underneath rubble, sort of presenting it in front of Rosnasi, who is completely unaffected by it. Just sort of giving the Nightmare Speaker a flat look. Bringing us to the top of the turn order, Koshak.
Kojak is just going to say, you know, I thought she loved me too. And I loved her too. But one of those loves was conditional. And he is going to... seeing as he will be nerfed, most likely nerfed, by one of the little spellcasters, he's just gonna chill to do an actual attack. Fuck. That's my least favorite.
Other drops. But when Clear Eyes makes eyes look like this, why would you? Clear Eyes. Your eyes deserve the best.
Ooh!
Damn.
Yes, bitch.
Oh my god. Okay.
Flick it up, Kenneth. Ooh.
And then with that as well, that's gonna be 17 damage total.
Wait. That's not how Shillelagh works. It's a D8 instead of D6s.
Okay,
Yep.
so then just the
The 6 damage.
the 6 damage.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is that how that works for crit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry, Muty.
that's
Single
rough.
The main benefit of Shillelagh is the weapon becoming magical. Is really,
Yeah.
really the thing.
That's fair, honestly. Only I
Alright.
kept the 11. But 6.
Cracking the rib against cracking the shillelagh thing against his ribs. You can hear it kind of reverberate around, and he'll give out a pained cry, but is mostly unaffected. Is that your
That's
turn?
all I got, boys. Yeah, that's my turn.
Soul.
Hello. So Soul is going to look over to, not look over to Koalake, but will say in her general direction, I appreciate the theatrics, but could you please stand up? And we'll go ahead and rally. You'll expend one superiority die to bolster the resolve of one of your companions. When you do so, choose a friendly creature with He heals her for a D8 plus his charm modifier. Which is charm modifier is +2, so a D8 +2. Well, 1d8.
Do
plus-
temporary hit points.
I don't know if they'll
Bring
affect her being
someone.
down. But
Yeah, that's what I have to Google. That will not work.
damn, okay.
Oh wait.
Oh.
I read that wrong. Just give me a second. Why am I doing this? Jason, what's your take?
My take is DM Fiat. Like, whether or not you view temporary hit points as an extension of hit points, or if you view them as actual hit points, I could see it ruled either way, I guess is my point. So at the end of the day, you're the boss.
I'm going to say no because it isn't she's unconscious on the ground
Mhm.
and wouldn't be able to interpret those words, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. In that case,
But you're more than well aware of that, so it's not a used bonus action.
okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you. So instead, he'll just look over at this dude and say, "That was kind of fucked up, wasn't it?" And we'll go ahead and slash at him twice with his recklessly.
All right.
21 to hit.
You need
And
a
27 to
fucking
hit.
crit with Mimi Hez.
I really want to. I desperately want to.
Oh, but that you just did.
No, I didn't.
Check the
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
you
Yeah.
did.
27. Open
Yeah.
the 27.
It didn't show. Okay. In
It's
that
because you
case-
rolled with advantage.
Okay. We'll have to keep an eye out for that for the 27 then.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, you hit with the +7 because the first advantage saved you from a nat 1. So yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll
Okay,
crit
so
damage
9
because
9 on the first one plus Divine Fury for that one. So no.
I probably should have said something because I always, when I'm rolling with advantage with Dubana, pop it open because I crit
never do.
I crit on a 19 and a 20, so it's like
Yeah, I never look at that. So it's okay. So it's 18 on the first hit, And then for the second hit,
18?
3 more words.
Oh, okay, I see.
yeah, because Divine Fury.
Frozen bites
Uh,
taste like ice cream. It's science.
9 plus
The reason your hair is
2d6.
clean has been your
So, and then
shampoo.
another.
No matter what
So,
hair products you use,
18 plus
the hair is
19
improving.
is
Down to your genes. The
37
real problem
points
is
of
such a myth.
damage.
The truth is, even if you wash your hair every day,
Alright, and that's,
this is what a scalp looks like. And here's some
okay.
data about men's scalps.
He looks to be on death's door as you bring the Makahito down. The first hit kind of tears across his chest, but the second hit, the obsidian teeth dig into his shoulders, and it just kind of cuts through him like butter. He's less of... Go on.
If I may quick describe.
You see, regular shampoo can't completely remove
Can-
dirt.
uh,
This is the actual
Okay.
cause
He
of baldness
brings
in
it down
Native American
into
men.
him
It
and
shuts
then
down
brings
the
it
level of
forward
dirt.
like
Blood flow
a saw blade. Like
Either way, this man is mauled like butter on Thanksgiving night.
That's a really good analogy. Holy shit.
He, whatever life he's clinging to is not a good life. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Feeding off of this reverie, you hear Rosnasi give a great sort of harrowing cry, feeding off of the bloodshed, and he's gonna kill the Nightmare Speaker. And then he is going to 5, 10, sort of step forward, glance around the battlefield, and then start heading back. Alright. This mage, having just seen someone presumably he's been working with closely, become that, he is going to stay loyal to the Thane ideals of becoming cannon fodder. And he
Good for him.
is going to cast everybody's favorite spell that just keeps showing up in this campaign. You're never gonna believe it.
Fireball.
Is it Spike Growth? Or Fireball?
It's just one
I
of
feel
those
like Fireball
things.
hasn't really shown up yet.
Yeah, it has. Because it's Duvaneth.
There's a reason why she cut her hair.
Perfect. Right, and that spell has dissipated. All right, I need everyone caught in that blessed radius to make a dexterity saving throw.
Am I in there?
Yes,
Yep.
you are, just barely, but
Oh
you sure,
god.
bro,
Ivana.
dude.
You want one of my
No,
inspirations?
I've got evasion. It just means I succeeded. It's fine.
Ugh, God. Oh no, Soul.
I got 2 inspirations left. Who wants one of them?
Kawaii in a second. Jesus.
I got a plan for that. Let me handle the saving of the maiden, because it's what I do,
I
I
was gonna
guess.
say I come up before you, but okay.
No, I mean, if you want
Saving maidens and destroying seductresses.
facts.
Mm-hmm. Good for her.
Sorry. Okay, what is 8 plus 2?
10.
10.
Okay. Everyone who rolled under a 14.
Everyone.
That would be everyone.
Okay. 38 fire damage.
Damn.
We are so lucky that Soul's fireproof. Fireproof, but
Fire resistant.
yeah. Okay, 38 divided by 2 is 19, I think. Oh, jeez, that's incorrect. Oh, God. Fucked up. Hold it. 39. 30. Back. I moved by accident. Hold it. There we go. Okay. We're good.
Okay, has everyone taken their damage?
Yep.
Alright. He is going to 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Try to clear out of dodge because he is, at his heart, a coward.
As all fascists are.
Urbex is going to rise up from the mage and enter this bush, clearly looking for something.
Oh, Namira.
Alright, and you'll hear Kawali cry out, and Orvex pulls him out of the bush, and he isn't running, but he is walking out of the array with Kawali in his arms, trying to maintain line of sight with Kawashak, if what I'm describing makes sense.
Yeah, like, Orvex is looking at Koashak saying, I am taking Kuali somewhere where he will be safe and doesn't have to process this until later.
Got it.
Okay, so it's not. Okay, never mind. I'll wait
Okay,
till my
yeah.
turn.
He's not
Yeah,
stealing
it's-
Kuali.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. That was what I was worried about.
Yeah, there was about to be
This-
some violence.
Koashak, once he makes like kind of that eye contact with Orvex, he nods with his eyes because doing any other physical motion would probably tip bloodthirsty Huitzilan.
Alright. The mage in front of Solidago is going to reach into his pocket and down a glass vial and start seizing and frothing at the mouth.
Fucking wow.
Good for him.
I mean, you're just doing what I was going to do in a second, so.
You could still do it, in fairness.
Technically,
Nothing is stopping you.
True.
the potion may not have taken effect. You don't know. Could have succeeded.
Alright, Jet, it is your turn.
Alright. Jet will finally see that she's down. And go 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Turn his back to the mages over here. And put his hand on her and cast Cure Wounds at second level.
The spell does not connect. Kwalake is dead.
Fuck. Oops.
Okay.
I was trying, y'all. I only.
Okay.
That's brutal though. Like only finding out like
okay,
once
he's
we find
going.
the healer.
Okay, then he's going to move over here and firebolt Zigmira. I gotta go check on my son.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, 23 hits.
Nightmare's dead.
Oh, yeah, her token's still there, just so you guys can search her.
Okay, the other one then. But I gotta jump out real quick.
Oh yeah, take your time. Did he say who he targeted instead?
The one that was running away. Yeah.
Okay.
Fireball. fireball, but sad now.
Yeah, Devon, it's your turn.
All right. She's gonna go ahead and sheath her weapons and sort of sigh heavily after Jet is unable to rouse Koetake, and we'll go ahead and step forward. She will go ahead and use her bonus action to use insightful fighting on the coward who's running away. Actually,
Okay.
no, I take that back. She's just going to fire an arrow at the guy that's running away. 25 to hit.
Yeah,
Just a regular everyday arrow
Sorry
for
about
12 points of damage.
Very good.
Right. It catches him in the back after 2 hits. He seems to be struggling.
Okay, cool. Has the nightmare speaker been killed?
She has. Her body's still up just in case you guys want to search it.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to check. All right. With that being said, she will go ahead and now insightful fighting the coward. The 24 on insight.
He is going to run in a straight line.
Jesus, Jason.
My God.
Crits on crits on crits on crits on crits.
Not when they're.
I'm just like on both sides of the spectrum. There's no in between for me tonight. It's either I'm like hitting or I'm just whoops. Oh, my bad. All right, so that's 35 damage.
The arrow goes clean through his head and embeds itself in a tree. He keeps walking and then hits the ground.
All right. Duaneth will then wheel around and will look towards Koashok and say, just say the word if you need help. And will sort of almost chill.
Just vibe.
Yep.
All right. With Ceylon, but taking in everything, do you see that? Do you see how the end comes for everything? We're all going to die, Koshak. You should just accept it and let me kill you. Does the 15 and a 20 hit? I assume the 20 hits.
Yeah, the 20 does hit, but the 15 does not.
He does 5 slashing damage.
He's just the thing. I love the fact, like, he's so angry. Like, he is so angry, and he's doing his best to hit Koajak, but he either doesn't hit Koajak or he does piddles.
He's a bodybuilder. He has no actual strength. He just looks pretty.
God, well, yeah.
Top of the torn order, Koashak.
Are the rest of the casters dead?
Yeah, everyone's gone.
God bless. Oh man.
Ruin this man's entire career.
Ooh. Ooh? Nah, that's not as fun as it is with the wizards. And I have no more 5th level spells because I decided to nerf. Decided to nerf Namira.
Don't worry, I
know
nerfed
what?
Mira permanently.
The eternal nerf.
The eternal nerf.
I could. Let me peep this. All right, yeah, we're doing it. For the love of God, that's one thing I don't like about Foundry, but it's bearable.
Foundry is a...
Foundry's good. I'd like it better than Roll20.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This
Go ahead,
broadcast
You
just
know
brought
say-
to you.
do you know how defibbing somebody is fatal when they're alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Koashak.
However, the spell fails if you can't see a point in the air where the storm cloud could appear. For example, if you're in a room that can't accommodate the cloud.
Even with the trees above?
The canopy is thick, and you can't
canopy
see the
too
sky.
thick?
Yeah.
Can't be too thick. Aw, dang it.
Triple C's.
Wow. That's a
Damn.
thick.
She thick!
Well,
It's okay.
yeah.
It's okay if it doesn't do anything. Just gives me a chance to think about something else I could possibly do. Why not? Let's go with the classic. Let's go with the classic.
What are you about to do?
Same thing we do every night, Pinky.
Cole just casts spike growth underneath himself and
See who lasts longer.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Instead of like throwing it, he kind of mimics what Duvanith had done. Instead of going for the throat, though, he just goes for the face. So, attack. 3. Oh, God. Can I use one of my inspirations on myself?
Yes?
Great. Oh my God!
oh my god.
Peak. But make that dex save.
And so do you. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
I have a controlled token. Let me control this token.
Yeah, okay.
I pass.
Sorry. Alright, he fails. He fails spectacularly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's gonna be 3d6 cold damage.
Damn.
Ooh. He's not looking too hot.
Koashak is just there. He like casts Ice Knife, and while he doesn't manage to get him across the face, the cold from the knife probably hits him pretty general. And he's like, or if you're so bent on death coming for us all, you could let me kill you. Speed up your worship a little bit.
Koashak taking him to church.
Take me to church.
Taking this man to church.
Alright,
Fake church.
Missy's head is going to snap around. He's going to fully turn himself in the direction that like Duvanith and the others are. So like turning entirely around.
I can miss good time.
Alright. He's going to sort of melt into the ground and appear out in a long form of a venomous snake, like a ball python, except if that ball python was disintegrating.
Ew.
And he, lingering close to the ground, is going to navigate past everybody and make his way over to Kowalake.
Oh no, his daughter's dead.
Oh no, sorry, buddy.
I literally did everything I could. I cannot stress how hard I tried.
Duvanith was really doing the most.
Yeah.
You tried so hard.
Orvex is turning Kowali around. Kowali is crying, screaming, in general being a traumatized 6-year-old, and Orvex is just, with Koshak's nod of approval, dragging him away.
My boy!
The Hydra is minding its business. It is minding its business so hard.
The Hydra
It's like-
cannot perceive of any other lane. It's staying in its own lane so hard.
Jet, your turn.
Snake lane.
Insane in the membrane.
Jet can obviously tell that what's happening with Cole and who he's fighting is personal. Jet's gonna step back from Ross and C, let him have his moment, and just watch what's going on up there.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Jet follows the Hydra's example and stays in his lane.
I just saw an
Devon,
ice.
it's your turn.
I just saw an ice and I go into this dude's face. Okay, I'm gonna let Cole do Cole.
Duvanith is going to go ahead and dash over behind this pillar, which I just measured. I know I'm clicking a lot. And will... so that was movement, bonus action to cunning action, dash, and then she will utilize her action to hide.
All right. Yeah, that's more than easy.
Okay. Do you want me to roll stealth or only if it becomes relevant?
Roll stealth now.
Okay. 19,
All right.
which is a shit roll for me.
And that's your turn?
Yes. And I'll be right back.
All right. You don't know how many hours I spent listening, craving, needing, and you're taking it from me. Koshak, you're taking everything!
My god, dude. Give me a Snickers.
Does a 20 or a 10 hit?
One of those does. The other does not.
Oh, finally. Okay. Yeah, finally. You take 9 slashing damage.
My goodness, this man.
Why don't you lay down? Why don't you just lay down?
You're not yourself when you don't have a Snickers. Go eat a Snickers.
You're not yourself when you're hungry with Ceylon. Excuse me, Foundry? I clicked on the spell.
Alright, top of the turn order. Koashak. It's your move.
Does the blade he's holding have metal in or on it? Alternatively, is he wearing metal?
He rubbed silver powder into his tail.
Bitch!
This is gonna be painful to watch.
Oh god.
This is, oh god. This is like cruel and unusual punishment.
Oh my god.
Can't remove silver powder.
Oh no.
Dude just like wore glitter to the fight with a man who has heat metal. Like, bro. Just write a note next time.
Just put a sticker on his forehead, like, heat me up, Scotty.
You have some lipstick on your teeth, fish. Better.
Thank you.
Okay. Can he make a saving throw against himself?
I mean, technically.
So roll the damage.
You so.
And you cast it at 4th level? God.
It's not that much damage, but it is 13.
It's enough to kill him. So as you reach out and, mutter and twist the spells into your incantation, feeding on the tiny particles of metal scattered all over his body, the rings and jewels and everything he has, it begins to molten and crack over his body, and it takes him a little bit to recognize it, so caught in his rage that by the time he recognizes it, the only thing he can do is just kind of scrape his fingers across his body. His knees hit the ground about the time that his screams stop, and they just become a guttural, wispy, rattling exhale, and he dies 3 seconds too late.
May entropy carry you to your rest as you deserve. I didn't take it all.
Thus ending combat. The fair scene in front of you is one of devastation. Huitzilan is dead in front of Koshak, just as Kuatlake is dead in front of Rosnasi. There are several scattered Thane bodies lingering around you, and all of whatever temporary allies you might have are scattered to the wind. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session. Thank you guys for being with us here today. Yeah. The good news is that the rock band found the meaning of life and is no longer a slave to the capitalist infrastructure that just does carbon copies of the same old routine.
Omu or
Found
bust.
sound.
Omu or
Check
bust.
Check us for our Omu tornadoes.
Can feel it for you, only you can live. Credits roll, credits
No
roll.
one
There's
else, no one else can speak the words of your
your lips.
Alright, bye y'all.
Bye.
See you all next week. Bye, guys.
Mwah.